Good day and salutations, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole. Yay! Brian gave me a bunch of snack boots. I'm going to be munching on these all day, so you can blame him for that. Without further ado, let's get back to another episode of Togetherwerole.
Yay!
Last time we left our...
It's great at this point. We started doing it one day, it was great.
Who says D&D is not brainwashing? I'm going to refer to my notes on what happened last game because it was such a chaotic fest.
The Silver Menagerie.
Yes. So...
There was a boat.
The Golden Tide.
Upon one of the moons, the Shadow Moons, that was referred to a Spelljammer Superhighway. The entire last game was basically the universe reinforcing the idea that the concept of why is Vedic is still alive. The reason...
Why is Vedic?
Yeah, the reason argued to be...
We don't know either.
Yeah. The reason argued to be luck, and is lucky. But just because Vedic is lucky usually means that it means chaos and destruction for everyone else around him. And this case was definitely forthright with that. In your efforts to resist the Warden's corrective habits of time-based anomalies, basically your entire being...
Hey, I take offense to that.
I know, I'm talking about Vedic.
Oh.
Yeah, you're the clean
Gestured
one.
broadly. I was like, I haven't done anything.
Well, to be frank, he's a small guy, but he has a lot of
Universe 0.
Vedic 1, Universe 0.
I'm pretty sure there needs to be a couple more 0
Fair
on
enough,
that.
Vedic called upon a parallel version of himself in the timeline next to his. Though due to the vestiges known as the Time Weave that he called this through, that was actively being assailed by the goddess of time and fate, Ynor, it resulted in 63,000 alternate versions of Vedic born into this universe, a side effect of the vestige overcompensating due to actively being...
Overcompensating, that's the word for it.
Yeah, actively being assailed. The resulting carnage leading to the temporary manifestation of a golden god through thousands upon thousands of enchantments magics.
There's another golden kobold god around here. I want it found and shot.
Being placed on a single fat kobold, this distracted the warden sufficiently enough for the Silver Menagerie to vacate the facility.
Escape?
Literally writing a sea of alternate versions of Vedics.
I would say escape.
Yes.
Vedic is overcompensating!
That's running for his ass! I don't know what you're talking about. Running from his ass?
During this escape, some choice Vedics about alternate timelines gave the download to the Vedic Prime. Don't let that go to your head. It will.
Do it.
About the Fool's Gold being in the universe and its approaching his ascension. Saying that there's a member of the Fool's Gold, time spiral echoes with prophecy, that the Fool's Gold has a new champion that has accepted his power and will release him and eat all other timelines of Vedics. And then the scanner went off, indicating that the Vedic Prime, Brian's character, is the one that accepted and is going to be the prophesied one to kill all other Vedics in the timeline.
This is why the becoming god wants me to kill
and then
him.
you kicked him off the flying carpet as you were surfing down the Sea of Vedics.
Good times.
Yeah, good times.
Now I understand my target.
Apart from that, during your escape from the Warner's domain, from this spell chucker, essentially, the superhighway, there was another individual known as the Wretched Lord, granted to a Cod, servant of the Shadow Empress, came for the head of... You don't know who it came for the head of.
Because long story short, I had a lich in a bag.
The lich got waved over by these Vedics.
Long story short,
And then instantly killed with a cannon shot of natural 20s, and then I think it was like a critical success. Yeah, there was a critical success.
I am an ultimate powerful out of the way, shorty!
I see a t-shirt moment.
He had a last name, and he got his ass handed to himself. And
That was relevant. He had a name started with V. He still died like a bitch.
He's currently sitting in the orb like a bitch because of your special ability as a rogue of a certain archetype.
Well, he's in a lantern, he is an orb.
He's a light.
He is an orb
He's
in
a
a
very
lantern.
angry knight like it.
Really?
So wait, does having a last name make you more powerful?
So, yeah, in
I
every
would think the
story...
mononym makes you more powerful.
Like, I need a last name if it makes you more powerful.
You're from the Fade. Names give you power.
Yeah, but like, I thought the name was just, like, it didn't
Todd
matter
is
how
an
many
acronym
points
for
you
his
had.
It's recursive.
Her.
Todd. The first word
I
is Todd.
said her, didn't I?
No.
I thought I said her.
No.
Anyway, upon leaving and waiting for the Spelljammer Superhighway to charge up, you were tossing Vedex off the ship, literally, and causing
As
also
one does.
yeah. As the ship was getting worse and worse, beat up during the process, as there's currently now holes all over the ship.
Sorry.
You have successfully left the Warden's Domain, also known as the Spellslinger, is what the highway is actually called. And as we see the ship rocket into oblivion, the camera pans to the shattered moon of Gloria as you see a almost dusting around the moon that, if you zoom in on them, are individual thousands of dead floating Vedex.
There's a ring of Vedex going around the moon.
But there's some of them that aren't dead that are still just going,
Not all of them are dead, just a couple thousand. Remember, there were 63,000 of these. As you feel the universe reel in cosmic chaos.
It's controlled chaos.
As you guys
Nope, it's just chaos.
rocket off, flinging majority of the Vedex that you could see right away off your vessel, leaving the Vedic Prime, as far as you are aware, because there were a lot of similar Vedex that you could tell. Only hope that this one that was able to show much more better skill than everyone else from himself to be on this vessel.
My confidence was not misplaced.
Had we
Okay.
known, we should have put a
We
tattoo
are
of a cereal
confident there is
on
only one Vedic on the ship.
Well, there's currently a naked kobold in a crate that he's standing on.
I thought the crate flew
The crate
off.
flew up.
Yeah, we flew the crate away.
I threw it off.
There was
ship.
one that went underneath that had a bunch of crickets
that
on
went down
it, and
inside.
you told,
Yeah,
yeah.
went
The
down
last
inside.
thing you said is that you strip them and threw them in a box.
Okay, yes,
That's
absolutely.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was
But,
one in the
like,
box that got thrown out, but then there was
Line
one in the
sense
box.
run
in
around the ship. That
Make a perception check.
okay.
She can do that 4 times in a second.
I don't doubt her, and she's probably the best one to do it out of. Actually, if you all want to make a perception check, go right ahead.
Now I'm sitting on a box.
Vedic, do you have like any tattoos?
I need
that
a
would
nap.
be Obvious markers, like maybe serial
Nothing I'm
numbers?
allowed to talk about.
Did I give you the packet of kobolds?
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah,
kobolds.
Can I have that back real quick? I forgot to print them
Packet
off
of
again.
kobolds?
Yes.
21.
21. Give me a moment.
You know, because I rolled a 6.
You know.
I rolled a 6 too, and I got
16.
16
That
for
whole
you.
reliable talent.
I'm also at disadvantage on everything.
Correct.
Because
Do you have blind sight?
Yes, I do.
Are you wearing the thing?
I was wearing it.
Okay.
Having a bandana.
Because you keep talking about getting rid of it, and then you're mad
I'm not even
wearing
back on
it
this.
when you're rolling.
I'm not on the terrestrial plane anymore. That's
she
not even
reminded
timeline.
me of something important. Yours is going to be.
Packet of kobolds.
Yeah, thank you kindly. Before we continue in finishing this, with your perception checks, I want you to name one shiny thing that is not your vestige on your body, and I want you to roll a d20 after you name it.
made of shiny metal.
Exactly! But yours is going to be the bandana for yourself. Yours is going to be what? Name one
I
thing.
have the bandana.
We all have to do this.
We all have to do this.
Is
I
it
mean-
something that would appeal to the kobold?
Yes.
Fuck.
Okay. and then-
Honestly, the only thing that could be reasonably be snatched off me would either be the pipe or the ring.
Which one will piss you off more?
The pipe.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
So roll a d20.
Okay, is it specifically a shiny thing?
Something that would
My
interest
bandana blind sight.
a Vedic.
Okay, well, Vedic
Blindsight.
is fucking nuts, and so am I. So that's
He's not
why
even
I'm
close.
asking.
Okay.
There's the Goggles of Night,
Okay.
which he
Goggles. Vedic would go for goggles.
However, there's also a ridiculous hat, a bagpipe, a top-of-the-line banjo that is appropriate to his size.
He might be the
Like,
banjo.
I'm not kidding. I have so much Vedic target.
Well,
100.
you were throwing muffins off the bat, so
I
you
was.
only lose one thing.
You were subduing things as they were
Possibly
running
lose
at
one
you.
thing. So what did you roll on your perception?
16.
16? Oh, sorry. What did you roll on the d20 that I need you to roll?
Oh. 10.
10? Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I was like,
This is-
so I'm gonna
you
go
put the
look.
bandana, it's like, where is it?
Okay.
Panic!
The trunk goes flat.
Alright. I've listed off 4 things that he nodded at. So I'm
Okay.
going to roll a d4 to determine
Okay.
which one of them.
I don't have blindsight anymore.
That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
second thing I said. So not the goggles. That
Blindsight
was,
is so nice. I need to find something with some
I-
blindsight.
think that was the bagpipes. Yeah.
Sounds right.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, so bagpipes. And then I'm rolling a what to see if he took
A
my bagpipes?
D10. Sorry, D20.
Okay.
10 or lower, it's gone.
11!
You keep it!
Haha, grubby.
Loading in a flashback, you see someone going for your backpacks, and you immediately
I just like shove a muffin in their
Yep,
mouth.
and that's why you have it.
I rolled an 18.
Boy.
You rolled an 18, you keep whatever that might have been stolen. Damn it.
I have got so much shit. Remember, I'm carrying so many packages.
Yeah!
I mean,
Oh,
this is
roll
getting-
twice. You have so much shit.
I have so much shit. Everything that's
It is
shiny.
entirely in character to be like sliding, sluicing along inside a golden ore
Okay,
and
so-
look over and go,
It needs to be shiny, correct? Needs to be shiny, right?
Something that would...
Or appealing. So,
Appealing
like,
to Vedic.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm gonna have to go through the list and ask if Vedic would even like these things. I'll put them in a pile and then I'll roll.
I would say, like, probably. I would say that the leg is a consideration.
That guy. I need his bionic leg.
it's important to me. I have said it many times, Rocket Raccoon is my spirit animal.
I think you're kind of playing him.
You got his bionic leg. Cool. I don't need that.
Okay. Goodness gracious, I have so much shit. All right. So I have a buckler shield that's shiny. I have goggles that
Yes,
are
yes.
shiny.
Yes.
I have potion. I imagine it's just you're not probably interested in
Nah,
that.
you can get
I have some.
anywhere.
I have some small sphere of thick glass.
Yes.
Small
bottles.
spheres.
You bet.
Glass.
I have another potion, which probably not interested.
It's
I have
not
some. I
value
have some.
worth, it's just interest.
I have a brooch of copper and silver.
Yes, jewelry, sure.
Yep.
Okay. I have some sand. I have some shoes.
No.
No.
Are those on you?
I have a ring.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a wand.
No.
No.
Okay. I
Smart.
have a ring.
Yeah.
I have another ring. This is just going through all my packs, folks. Okay.
Pack mule.
I think. Yeah, I am a pack mule. It's like, give it to me.
Okay, those
All
are
right,
the
here we
getaways
go.
with
I've
me.
got
Okay,
swords and
yeah.
shit too. I have my gold encrusted sword.
Ooh. Yes,
That would
that would actually be
absolutely-
appealing.
So we're going to say that's your first one.
Yep.
That's because that's number one. It's bedazzled.
Especially not necessarily to this Vedic,
This
but
one's
to other
this
Vedics.
one's
you bet.
bedazzled. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one's bedazzled.
Your bedazzled sword.
There's also like a history. Like you two fought over that. Like you probably
Yeah, we did.
first.
So yeah, we'll just say that's the first one. The
Oh,
other
that's
one you'll have to
enchanted.
roll.
This one's gone.
No,
well,
you have to roll
Oh.
for it, but that's
Yeah, yeah,
one of
yeah.
the two.
Great. Okay, I've got boots, which you're not caring about. I've got another ring. It's a bracelet. I'm sorry.
All
Bracelets or
jewelry.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay.
I'm so
Remember,
glad that all my
That's so-
things.
Of all the things I have on me,
Okay,
they're all in a bag of holding, except for my bandana.
Well, most of the stuff's all in bag of holding, by the
and
way.
that's why I got taken.
Well, my bandana stays on my head.
Most, all this
If it's
stuff.
in a bag of holding, he's not. He wouldn't have time to rifle through
If
it.
it
Just
is,
stuff
you
that
know?
you're obviously wearing.
Oh, okay. Then,
So your
then
bracelet.
yeah, the rings I'm wearing. There's 3 rings I'm wearing. Some of these require attunement, so I'm wearing them anyway.
Yeah.
Brooch I'm wearing, even though I look like I've got Mr. T. I've got like 4 brooches, four necklaces on. Only one of them I'm
If
attuned
anyone
to.
at this table could say "I pity the foo" and mean it, it's probably Ek.
You know?
Okay, Drift Globe, that's not, the Buckler wasn't in, that was in. The goggles,
Yes.
I'm not wearing those though because what they give me, I already have capability of.
Okay, then they'll be in the pouch.
they're in the bag.
That's within reason, yeah.
They're in the bag. All that stuff is on. Okay, I'm almost done. For our folks who are watching here going, good God, get to it.
You're the one. You're the
Yes,
player
so
that is
right.
like you've been pickpocketed.
I have a
When did they
bunch of
pickpocket?
silverware.
This is just infinite,
Yes.
just trash.
I have a bunch of silverware eating food
Yep,
implements.
you bet.
I
Yeah,
have-
that would be on the
I have
list,
another
yeah.
amulet. Fuck you.
You're surrounded by a sea of Vedics. One of them's going to take something.
God.
Food
Okay.
is all
I've got
time.
a big chest on me, one of the wooden
Too big
chests.
for him.
Yep.
Now, mind you, the only reason why it's
And a
only
pouch
1 to
with
2
drawings
items is
today.
because how well you guys served everything.
Okay. Now I got a standard sword.
No.
Nope.
It's not bedazzled.
And nope. And nope. I think that's about it.
Oh,
So,
I should have had my dragon tooth thing in there. Whoops.
yep.
You were
Okay.
holding on to that too tightly.
Thank
Okay.
God,
Yeah,
my
I was
main
thinking like the
item
moonblade wouldn't
is
be
not
because it's
blingy.
just a hilt most
Yeah,
of the
that's not
time,
like
so.
if you had it active all the time,
Right.
maybe. But again, they're actively in your hands.
Sure.
So that's a little harder of.
Well, we'll say that like the moonblade is sheathed or the dragon tooth is sheathed, the moonblade is ready, and the other hand is muffin.
Oh God, I need art of that.
The moonblade is ready, and the other hand is muffin.
Then she's brandishing the muffin.
All right.
I could use that as a T-shirt. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Moonblade is ready and brandishing the muffin.
Question:
Love it.
Is this blingy enough? It's got
Dude,
a
don't punish yourself.
simple disc with an amulet with a metal chain.
Okay, you've already got to roll at least a D6. I think you're good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items.
Roll
Roll a
damage.
d6. So is that including the sword?
Yes.
Take the sword out because that's going to be number
And then
1.
roll a d6.
And then
And
roll.
if you get a 6, you don't get it. You're safe.
Yes.
Oh well, no. If you roll a 6, you roll twice for that sword.
Okay, 4.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3.
What are you losing?
Nothing
He's
yet.
not-
You still gotta roll it.
You
What
still
is
have to
it?
roll it. So what's?
What is it?
Well, I'm not wearing it. Well, actually, I am wearing it, but it requires attunement. Everything requires attunement, so I'm like,
There's no more attunement for 16th
That's
level
an
Okay,
spell.
but anyways.
players.
oh.
So first, roll your D20 for your sword.
50-50.
For your sword, it's going to be 12 or lower. The sword is taken.
14.
Well done.
The sword is kept.
Keep the sword.
I'm almost sad because that is super, super cursed.
I would. But also, I'd have.
Literally, it's
You
cursed.
would
Like,
never
that
hear
hurts.
the end of it.
So
It actually
flashback
has
to
a
a couple
curse.
of
It actually has a
kobolds. They're
curse.
like, you saw them on your sword, and you just quite literally used them as the freight train as you
Pancake.
slammed into.
Pancake.
Yeah, it slammed into the pillar that was holding the ropes to the ship.
Because of said curse, yes, you would hear no end of it for the rest of my days.
But that's an alternate timeline.
All right, the next one, I rolled a 6.
That one is mine.
Yeah, approach for shielding.
Roll to shielding.
Womp womp.
And you guys realize this as you're going across and checking your stuff. Like you feel a little lighter. Back to your perception checks.
Right.
16.
16.
What did I roll?
You're clear because you're more preoccupied of.
I also rolled a
22,
disadvantage.
I think.
I did roll a disadvantage.
I don't know.
I think it was a 22 if I remember.
I'm fine with it being a 22.
Okay, I'll go off at 22 because that's what last I heard and remember.
Okay.
You do not find anything out of the ordinary. Make an insight check.
There's too much stuff. Insight is so that's -3.
So that's a total of
No, that's a -3.
negative 3.
Yes,
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Oh Jesus!
And I get a -5 because house rules,
Oh, yeah.
and then I add 1 to it.
So
Oh.
a -3.
A negative
I
3.
have a -3.
So you hear a couple people cussing and stuff like that, and you check you're more preoccupied with like, is my shit okay? Where's my stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you start checking.
I've recently lost my stuff. I've already developed a nemesis
Mm-hmm,
over my stuff.
And after going a like, bit flashback of like, wait a minute, there was a sea of FedEx. Oh God, let's check.
Right. And then the lich is like running his mouth, and there's a
He
lot
really is
going
running his mouth. He never
A
shuts
little bit of
up.
overstimulation.
As you go across this rickety ship that has holes all over it, literally every single deck has a hole in it somewhere. There's a couple chickens cooing around, currently just freaking the fuck out because a bunch of FedEx tried to eat them at one point. And there's a bunch of cargo, a bunch of chests are open. You don't see anyone. You don't see anything with your blind side. You're missing stuff, so you can't see anything invisible. And you're currently sitting on a crate with a negative
at least have dark vision, which is nice.
So, at about this time, let's go with no what? Everyone roll a d4. Let's see who goes first.
A D4.
Yeah.
We have 5 people here.
No.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah,
There are
four,
4
so-
players.
3,
4.
4.
Uno.
4.
Okay, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Okay. You get the first message right off the bat.
Okay.
As you are currently just, what are you doing right now?
So I'm
Yes.
I'm sitting on the trunk, and I've got a pair of ladles, and I am just
Wait a minute.
I found them.
The doughs come from. Hey!
They're silver ladles. You didn't say which vettings.
Because there were a bunch of silverware and yeah.
That
so
is
he's got,
true.
yeah, all my cooking implements.
You feel a message come into your mind, mental permission, but heightened. That is from your ex.
Oh Lord. All right, let's hear it.
Okay, yeah, it immediately goes, hey,
Weirdest.
just a heads up. A lot of, oh, sorry, no, wrong one. Wrong message.
Session was not for you. Why are you listening?
As you feel,
But
and
I
you
could, like,
can feel
retract
that
this.
this is the same voice that spoke to you earlier. Vedic. Correction. Vedic. Over 3/4 of my oracles just started screaming in incomprehensible spouts of horror. I'm at your house in Harker. Where are you? We need to talk. Oh, there you are. What are you doing with that fish? And it hangs up.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
You get a message from your sending stone that is Nicholas. And I need to ask you, as a player that used to play Nicholas, how would you react after seeing over several thousand dead Vedics pass through the Raven's domain?
They're all dead?
The ones that are passing through, yeah.
Right. But,
What
like...
would her reaction be?
Cackling.
Okay, so...
Through the well, just cackling.
Is she
constantly.
aware of them being, like, multi-dimensional?
I'm going to say yes, because she is a person.
Right, like, she's aware of that. I don't know how closely she's monitoring. Like, she's trying to reclaim a domain. I assume she's not sitting there watching the TV channel.
Yeah, that is very true. So I'm going to roll a intelligence.
Okay.
Natural 20. She's definitely aware
Okay.
of what's going on.
That was concerning
She
enough.
wasn't before, she is now.
That's
When the screens of the damned are now replaced with the cackling of kobolds.
It would largely be, like, do you just want me to give you a message, or do you want me to give you a general sense of?
I'm going to say give a message of basically WT on the general message of WT of what's going on. Do we need to kill someone?
Okay, so it
Or
would
maybe.
be Todd. I've gotten your messages. You've been doing great work in terms of establishing. I do have. So there's a lot of dead Vedics, and I understand the impulse. I do, but
Why?
is this? Are you still working towards our goals? Was this someone? Just let me know.
Call me back. We need to...
And we're going to break them down. It was an accident. I can understand. Reset it. Perfect. Thank you. You're going to get a nugget of XP for that. Sparks.
Oh, my turn.
In the midst of checking, where are you standing right now?
I'm going through the cargo hold currently.
You're going through the cargo hold. For what purpose?
I was searching.
You're searching just for kobolds, your stuff.
Perimeter check.
Perimeter check?
Yep,
Okay.
just making
So you
sure that there
continue
are no
searching.
kobolds.
People have gone elsewhere. Chickens are getting out of your way as you're picking up a chicken, toss it over your shoulder. As everyone that would be in your way would get out of your way because you're big enough and you're heavy enough.
I'm also like, I'm 7 foot and like a 5 foot maybe crawl space.
Oh yeah, it is literally harder, difficult terrain in here if you want more battle. Your vision goes black. You feel your internal parts, your cogs, your gears, everything that makes you a forgeling cease. As your heart feels like it just got put a metal pin in where the essential core, where everything moves, to jam everything. As a voice enters your head, made up of million of screws, scratching metal, and turning gears and whistles. The becoming God speaks to you. You have ignored your duties that you have accepted. Level 5 threats. Query was in your grasp, and you left. And now,
Query's on
the
the ship.
golden one. Query.
Query's on the ship.
Query's not on the ship.
But you came with
Query
us.
is the city council member. He was working on other ships.
Who was the monk that was on with us? I thought you said Query. I could have sworn you said Query.
No.
Okay. I thought I had that
Query
checked.
is the wizard. Is the specifically Council of the Temple Thought member Query, House representative of the Moonlit, of Heart Kern.
Mm-hmm.
He would not be on your ship.
Okay, gotcha.
Would you have left him if you knew this?
I thought they were on the ship. I'm sorry. I thought they were on the ship. I might have, had I known that they weren't on the ship, because I'm trying to keep the ship alive, I might have taken a little more leeway with my choice in damage.
Are you being truthful on this?
Yes, I'm prioritizing Vedic as my target.
Make a persuasion check.
Now that I am very well acquainted with how dangerous he can be, I'm like, okay, I understand why I'm not conscripted to kill him.
Yes.
This is not going to be easy. Oh, I need to roll disadvantage, by the way, because I'm exhausted.
Yes, you are.
It doesn't make a difference because that was a 2 naturally.
Ah, well.
I'm telling the truth.
The pin does not remove. As you bring up, and you're just speaking this in your internal voice, in a language that you do not understand, but yet you speak fluently.
I'm making notes to try and gauge the power of my enemy before I engage.
Your chest starts to warm, but not a comfortable warm. In a heat, as your internals start to heat up, as he continues to speak.
Higher prioritized target.
Vedic. As you see the images of thousands of different Vedics, has increased threat levels from 7 to 13 to galactic stability. He must be dealt with. End this now.
Question. Question.
You feel your body start to heat up further and further.
Is it him as himself? Because all the Vedics were no match for him. I was watching that. Is it him or something he possesses that I need to be worried about?
Make another persuasion check at disadvantage. Well, you can't have triple disadvantage.
I'm just rolling a disadvantage anyway. It's a 2.
Yeah, it's a 2. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw. Thank you. Still a disadvantage.
Still a disadvantage. For level 1?
That's disadvantage on all skill checks. Skill and ability
That's
checks.
not saving throws. Hold
I
on.
think saving throws comes at 3.
Yeah. So no, saving throws are normal.
Con save.
Constitution saving throw.
23.
23.
Wow.
I rolled a 9.
I apologize, my phone is taking a moment. There we go.
Con's my thing. Any information you can provide of what I'm able to...
What did you roll again?
23.
23? Still fails.
Wow.
The becoming god
Well, I'm trying to fight a god here.
Oh.
is a DC 25.
I figured.
It's still much lower than normal because he is merely speaking to you.
I understand that I am an instrument of your will. However, I require more information, and as a soldier of war, I need intel.
As you scream that into the abyss, you feel the internal heat that runs the forges of the becoming god as liquid magma heats the metal inside of you. Your body buckles, turns, and contorts as if the gears themselves are starting to melt from the heat that you're feeling. As you're going to take 10d6 plus 40 fire damage.
10d6 plus 40.
Don't worry, it's all in your mind.
Pain is only in the mind. Pain is only in the mind.
Yeah.
Pain is just pain entering the body.
Pain is just entering the body. Death is just the soul leaving the body.
It's only simulated. It's simulated pain, guys.
For me, for Ek, pain is in the mind. There is no mind. There is no pain.
You're going to take 85 points of fire damage.
Ow.
Are you still alive?
Yes.
Not surprising.
80.
Does your god say, "You still living?"
That was a
So
flick.
legs go like this.
Yeah. Your internal gears start to meld together. And you fear for a split second, a frightening second, as your armor, even if you activated your ability to shrug off armor, this is internal. Your shell won't do anything to protect you with this type of damage, as you threaten to become molten slag on the spot. Finish it now, as the pin releases, and your vision comes back. You're at another point of exhaustion.
I'm just gonna immediately collapse.
Bullshit's here.
Whoa. Wow.
Heck! The last one of the messages, as the Cosmo reels with the 63,000 less now Vedics released into the universe. You hear a voice, a familiar voice, as your spiritual animal. Oozly. Where are you right now on the ship?
I think
Flying moped.
I remember. I think I jumped down into the hole.
There's essentially 3 decks.
Just as we were
apart from
taking
the
off.
top deck.
Just as we were taking off, I think I was going down into the.
Yeah, and everyone's
Lower deck.
checking everywhere and stuff. And you're
We had the
checking
one
on.
Vedic that we knew of, and we were all jumping in to try and find.
Okay, so you're somewhere in the whole.
The Vedic that you know is better than the one you don't.
Yeah.
Is
You.
Probably.
Yeah.
What's better than a Vedic you
A
know?
terse voice enters your inner
bet you
soul
don't know.
the one
as
who
it
admits that he
resonates
owns
across
a
your
cloth
body.
stand.
You can feel your soul rippling almost like a lake, a stream, if not a swamp, of something speaking in the depths of the liquid parts of your soul. Hey, just a heads up. A lot of angry and powerful spiritual beings of nature are in a tizzy. Apparently, Vedic and a lot of versions of themselves are actively declaring territory disputes and are currently trying to subjugate these powerful nature spirits to their bidding. Mostly for toilet stuff. Please describe the Vedic next to you to restrain himself further before intervention of other Fey spiritual nature beings need to get in the way.
Well, there's 2 of them, I think. One is standing on a box, and one is in the box that's being stood on.
Which one is the most at fault?
Which one's the most at fault?
Yes!
Oh, that one. I see. Right?
You're on the one side of the conversation.
Hey!
Well, then handle it. I'll handle the other angry ones. Good luck.
How does handle click?
Yeah, it's already off.
How does handle? How do I? Oh
Yeah. You're free to your devices.
I'm gonna climb out of the cargo hold.
well. I think you're a bad boy.
Steaming.
I need a minute.
Gonna send a message back to Nick.
Okay.
I killed some. They asked for it. There was a void dragon. He made lots of hymns to fight the void dragon. And then they wanted to kill him. We'll relay more info as I get it. Also, check out the lich in the bag.
I think she cackles at that.
Literally.
So if it's messaged, you can send a return. You can send a reply.
Mine is a
Yes, you can.
I have a
Okay.
bad.
Run! Run!
Roll a D100, please. You're on a different plane of existence.
Ready?
Oh no, D20. It's a 5% chance. So, we'll say 1 or 20. Which one you want?
1, obviously.
Okay.
That's a 2. Shit.
So you can feel it, but it's like echoing your voice out of a long, thin tunnel that doesn't echo very well. So you can feel it barely getting to it, but instead of being very loud, it's almost like a breaking up phone call. And as you can hear
It's
it.
coming from inside the house!
Yeah, it's like, so finish your message.
That was my message.
Yeah, okay. So whatever part she got. But there was definitely confusion of what?
Just screaming.
Yeah, just screaming.
Unintelligible screaming.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna come back to bite me later.
What did you message?
So I'm going to tromp down.
Portion of the Dragon Queen, which still likes me.
I'm going to tromp down to the Vedic on a box of Vedic, and I am going to 1, check that neither of the ladles is my ladles.
Okay.
2,
There it is.
Oh, okay.
2, I'm going to hop up onto the box and just kind of like stomp down onto it. Yeah, just assistant. So, what was that?
I wish I knew.
You made that.
Yeah, it was a thing. It was pretty spectacular. Now that I stop and I think about it, I did not see that one coming at all.
What do you mean you didn't see that
It
coming?
Trust.
It wasn't in the book.
No, that was nowhere in the book. Who could have predicted that?
Can we break to the image of the book on fire?
You're a time wizard! What do you mean you didn't predict that?
You want me to go back and do it again?
It's on the floor smoldering.
What happened to you? Because the Vedics didn't do that.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What happened to you?
Okay, you could have done
Vedics
that.
happened.
The other Vedics, look, I fought a lot of the other Vedics. They didn't do that. What happened to you?
I got
It's
mulched.
true. There were.
I'm asking a question.
When I go... I really don't want to... I'm going to keep this part... Try and keep that part secret, so... When I go into my Titan form, it puts a lot of strain on my body. A lot.
It didn't do this at the house.
This was like the third time I've done it in like the last 24 hours.
You can make a
Okay.
deception check if you want, followed by insight checks. That is allowed at the table, guys.
Terrible.
I don't know what's true.
Exactly.
I literally don't know he's lying. Tanya, does not know he's lying.
Make the proper check at disadvantage. Because you're tired.
Get in there.
And everyone else that's listening that cares can make an insight check.
Deception is going to be terrible at a 13.
16.
16.
You know, I'm not saying the truth. There's something other that I don't want to say, but obviously something else happened.
So,
Because it does put a lot of strain on my body. That part is true.
sure.
You don't have to explain any further. You just know that something's not right.
So, this is the first time that you've ever dared, in my awareness, to not be honest with me. Whether that was due to Nicholas's influence or us being in the Fae and me being the only person who kept you guys from making bad choices.
Pretty
whatever. But I, like, it's narrowed eyes and...
Do you have a
Okay,
way to-
buddy. To what? To
What's the
point?
word for
I
it?
have
What's the-
several.
the thing?
I can with
the
my
thing.
ears.
The doorway, the thing. No speak, but speak. The
I
thing.
like to say every time you point to your head, it's tonk,
Tink,
tink, tink, tink,
The
tink.
thing.
I do not have mind reading or telepathy, if that's what you're asking. Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not Nicholas. I just work for her.
I don't know your capabilities. You walk through walls and you teleport sometimes. I don't
I
know.
could walk through your head. I just can't see what's in it.
Not much.
You can walk through my head?
Unfortunately.
Like tiptoeing through tulips.
Remember, you stuck your finger in me. It hurt.
Oh.
Question.
What?
How did you do that?
I wish I knew.
What did you
Don't say those words.
The truth is that this one's a little bit. Look, this doesn't happen to me all that often that you know about, but I'm a little out of my depth here. This.
Now is not the time for performance anxiety.
This thing that I just like.
It's currently sparking and sputtering.
Yeah. This doesn't like it's from a different reality at this point, and it doesn't like.
So are we all.
So are we all. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
we're
did we
from
not
a different
mention that
reality.
part? All right. So
No, stop. He, the big black void dragon thing, is concerned with time and space, and you're not from this space.
Him more so than us.
I don't care. You threw my ass in the fire and didn't even
technically,
That was
Nick
Nicholas
was
did
threw
that?
his in the fire.
Because Nick is also from not this reality. She sent you here knowing to work.
She
with
said
her.
you here
It's
knowing
actually her
this would
fault.
happen.
It's actually her fault.
I'm going to pick him up and throw him.
Excuse me.
And this is an excellent
Excuse
time to. As you're doing that, I just want to say I understand as a mechanic rule from last game that technically grappling and then throwing is 2 attack actions, but Vedic is such a throwable creature.
It's not even going to be a throw. It's just going to be a grab, shoot straight up,
Okay,
and then drop on the box.
and there's plenty of holes in the ship, so yeah.
Yeah,
Make,
like as high up as I can go in one turn.
And stay in the bubble.
make a athletics check, make an acrobatics check.
What, 80 feet?
Yeah,
How big is the how high is the bubble?
we'll find out.
Uh-oh. Oh no. I mean,
It's like,
it's just. Hey, so I did my job. It took care of
You're
itself.
equivalently going in the Spelljammer version, you're going hyperspeed right now.
So what happens when you follow the ship? What's warp?
We'll talk about that in a moment.
Are you traveling to the warp too?
The warp?
Yeah, if you're traveling at warp and you follow the ship at warp, are you traveling at warp?
Theoretically, once you. Do you actually want to know?
Do you want to figure that out?
No, it's what it.
24?
7.
So you want to know? And then somebody suplex around 85 feet up?
I mean, my move is 90, and I'm not going to dash. Like, it's
Okay.
just an up
So
and drop.
when you're getting higher and higher and higher and higher, the oval goes to 120 feet in
Oh,
terms
good.
of like
Okay.
a
we
protective
can
layer.
breathe.
And you can see it right now because you can see the colorful fogs of the astral sea that you're currently just rocketing through. By the way, you're only 17 hours now. It went from 17 weeks of travel to 17 hours to get to your ziggurat. That's how fast you're going.
Wow.
start to see the curve.
Yeah, you're seeing the curve around the ship. That the ship is actually moving things out of the way that you would normally collide with, but you're just currently just walking through at just unbelievable speed.
Well, that's what happens when you use a jump point.
So you're 85 feet up.
Okay, so I let go, and I need to know what you do on the way down.
Misty step.
Okay. Where do you land?
Right back on the box.
Okay, because I'm
Make
going to
an
dash.
acrobatics check
And
because
I
the
pick up
thing
the
about
box
Misty
and
Step
and throw
is
the
that you maintain your momentum.
Oh, that's not so good. That's a total of 4.
Okay, so you Misty Step, you can retain your momentum, and you just full-blown starfish, Looney Tunes style.
Nailed it!
Hey, now you look like me.
I'm gonna say
I'm going to use my dash to land like at the same time he does.
easy enough. 4, 8, 12. You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Vedic, hold on to the box.
I'm also standing on the box.
Oh, can you get off the box for a second?
So, about that thing on your shoulder. Oh, hang on.
Vedic, are you holding onto the box?
Okay.
Good. Oh, really good? Holding onto it tight?
Uh-huh.
Good. I pick up the box, and I jump up outside and get ready to throw this thing out.
So you're holding onto the box with Vedic on top, right? Okay,
And
easy enough to do.
Well, I don't know if I can jump up or not out of the hold.
You're strong enough and you have jumping capability.
I have several questions
As
for
the
him still.
boards, boom, and you land on the top side of the ship,
You're a
you can hear
smoldering
the
heap.
rickety
You don't get a
motions
say.
of the planks. Underneath
I'm
the
only
weight.
minorly
You're holding on
compromised.
The box
Well,
with Vedic on
start
the inside, you can hear it almost sounds like chicken scratching on the inside as you hear another Vedic on the inside of the box.
I'm sorry I have to do this, Vedic, but I don't know.
Misty Step is a bonus action, and I have it on tap.
I don't
You see
know.
that you throw the box over, you get to 120 feet out because you are a beast of a person, and as soon as it hits the edge, you can see like layers and layers of it atomized.
Or
So that's what
And
happens.
then you see Vedic Prime standing next to you, just like saying exactly, I have Misty
I
Step
have
on.
Misty Step on tap. Like, you're not getting rid of me.
I'm gonna.
All right,
Up
so
and
Misty
up.
Step back to deck. All right, that's enough.
What's on your shoulder? Explain to me.
One more Vedic.
Where
is
did you
gone.
get it?
I got one more Vedic.
Good, I still have his stuff. It's over here.
Tell us about what's on your shoulder, please.
It's a vestige, same as yours. I don't know. It comes from the beginning of the universe and can modify and control time and space. It's also inextricably linked to this whole draconic prophecy thing that used to live in my head but doesn't anymore. And now the last vestiges of it, are in this book, which did not mention a tide of 65,003, I might add, golden kobolds. So, before anybody throws anybody off, and I swear to God the next person to touch me is going to be the person to get off this ship, I don't know what's happening. All I know is that there is something very bad and very evil, and it's coming for us, and it's probably got its hands on my girlfriend right now. And we are headed towards a ziggurat in the middle of fuck off nowhere in the astral space, which might have the only thing in existence that has a prayer of protecting us from the godlike forces that are arrayed against us. So would you please calm the shit? What?
No, keep going.
Would you please calm the hell down?
Muffin?
And that's all the information I have.
Oh, I expected to be Muffin.
No,
Okay. I'm gonna level with you.
there was a lot of plot there that I did not want
I'm gonna level with you. You said godlike things trying to.
On me! I didn't speak for that!
Okay. So
I'm so sorry.
party huddle. I'm sorry if I scorch you. Party huddle. You said godlike things that are trying to kill us or you. Eradicate us is how we should perform. We're all not from this plane. Or this timeline even, right? All of us, except for you. Yeah, you're fine. That's why we like you. You're like our only anchor in this timeline. Thank you. Sorry.
The rest of the
Anyways.
crew that are just currently watching this go down are just like,
So,
Stick, reach in the thing,
are you
pull out
familiar
carrot
with someone, or a being known as the Becoming God?
That's a good question. I don't.
being known as the what?
The Becoming God.
the becoming.
The being
heard
God. Honestly, that's. Oh. Would you like history or religion? Which. Good
Tell me what you're rolling, and it's up to you on what you want to roll. Depending on what you use, we'll get a different answer.
I like history, so that's a 21.
Okay, the becoming God is actually a relatively new thing, and it's a debate of actually if it's real or not.
Giant
Because
automaton.
forgelings that have, well, not all of them that have broken away from the Thiesel Committee, have erected the church to this becoming God, claiming that they've seen visions and prophecies, and also have given them newfound powers and capabilities. And this so-called group of the children of the becoming have been gathering excessive amount of technology in claims that it's to rebuild their god, or to build their god, or to remake their god. It's very confusing, and it's all cultist vibes right now.
So, you know how I can turn you to a Titan?
You can turn into a Titan?
Big form.
It's where he goes big.
Flashback to all the Warforged side.
No, like, I'm this
Oh,
tall.
God, he
like
doesn't know about this.
your knees go a little bit higher sometimes.
You know when I get bigger? The really big cannon?
Sure.
You know when he gets dumber?
Yeah.
You keep asking the same question. What? I don't.
The real Vedic would know this.
The real Vedic doesn't pay this much attention to you.
She's got a point.
Me?
You, general, plural,
She has
the
point.
royal you.
Anyways, so the becoming
Everyone
God
who isn't him.
wants you or whatever's going on eradicated.
You should tell him to get in line.
He wants me to do that.
You know.
So, I'm trying to find an ultimatum. Can whatever we're going to go get potentially fix whatever the fucking you're doing to this timeline?
No.
How do we unfuck what you have fucked?
That's a good question.
So I need to. I need an
Do we need to
executive
do, like,
call. Do I
espionage?
take spark
Do I need
side
to
or
go,
vet
like,
acceptance in
hunting
this fight?
cobalt after cobalt?
You could just.
Nah, I
You
don't
can
think
get
it
back
works.
to me. I'm having to make a lot of executive decisions here that feel really
Do I need to go
above
make a
my
cult?
pay grade.
Do I need to go
Maybe
raise the
read
church? Am I going to become a cult leader and have a church following to eradicate everything that is opposed to this timeline?
I mean, didn't you already have a church following?
I very much could if I wanted to. But that's not the point.
Wait, this might be useful.
The point where this becomes useful is when you're no longer fucking the universe.
Vedic, the only reason why I'm going to stick around with you instead of tell you to go off that way is.
By the way, that's why I'm
when
smoking.
the universe ends, at least I will know when it happens, because if I'm with you, I'll know when it happens. I don't want to be somewhere else, toiling in a field, happy-go-lucky, and suddenly I notice that everything evaporates around me, and I wonder why.
I will say,
I mean, you could
From
still
a-
know it's him. Like, that's a safe assumption.
from everything we've been through, I don't know whether or not you're just an idiot, or if you really do just want to destroy the universe.
It varies.
Because if you can tell me with a shadow
There's only one answer! There's only one answer!
there's a reason I want these
It
universes to
varies
fly.
is not it!
There's a reason I want the universe in one piece, because I'm one of the idiots who lives in it!
I hear you.
And if I don't stop you from fucking what is now currently fucked, I become a molten pile of slag.
If people would just... Well, no, that's not true.
That's why I'm smoking.
If people would leave me alone. No, that's not true.
You alone?
No,
What does it ever work
if
out in my
people would
favor?
stop getting in my way, nothing would... No, that's not true either.
That is very obvious with your ex.
Suck.
Okay. Okay. I need. Alright. First of all, we're gonna take a minute.
Reaches down, pulls out carrot cake from the appropriate size for each person.
Alright, we're gonna take a minute.
Nothing
We're gonna
like
take a
comfort.
minute. We're gonna take a minute. So, 1. None of y'all are from here. 2. All of y'all are fucking up here. 3. A lot of it's your fault.
Most of it.
Shut up! I eat your cake. 4.
She's drugging us, but I don't care.
I was just like, I'm seriously looking at this carrot cake going, you know, you haven't given me a pastry in quite a while. This is willingly from that stash that you're I notice you're not eating a cake.
I'm
4. You've got an angry god bitch who has sent you on a secret mission against
coming up.
another member of your team, and you did not inform the rest of the team. So get off your goddamn high horse,
I've had a chance
mister.
to.
Get off your high horse, mister. You've had plenty of time to pull anyone aside and say, hey, some shit's gone down, and you didn't. I know you had time, because we had time for a long rest. That's 8 hours. You could have said something.
That's right.
High five. No.
No, okay.
While we're on the top, does anyone else have anything they want to share? It's a very nice team building exercise.
Trade me muffins.
That's happy you want it.
No, it's fine. Thank you.
Let's be fair, you mostly.
Your muffin was fine. I am calibrating. I'm also waiting for a call from Niquist to determine whose side I take should you two start bitching it out. No, that's a Niquist call. You're not my boss.
Bling, 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 bling.
The one person.
She pulls up the lantern beside her, pulls out a little lantern on the top of the lantern, puts it beside
The
her.
lich is
The one person who might be able to bring some semblance of
Like ringing sounds.
right now.
Oh my
is not
god!
here.
I was like, that is ringing sounds going off. He's got ringing sounds on the sound.
Yeah.
No, that was me saying it. Anyway.
Anyway.
Hey, so I just ran this up with Queen Bee, and she says to do nothing at the moment, which is unusual. She does say that there's going to be a lot of God intervention at the moment, but there are already deals with this one that she's looking forward to. So, don't kill him is all I can say.
Response.
Don't kill him, because if they get into a bitch fight, I'm probably gonna have to kill one of them.
Please hold.
I'm assuming they mean him?
Look, Nicholas didn't use proper nouns, and I'm not making assumptions. You're on my shit list. You lied to me. You're on my shit list. You're breaking the universe. You're doing great, buddy.
Question. Is omission of information?
I don't know what I did, but I'm gonna take it.
Technically, I didn't tell a lie. I just didn't tell information.
You
A
are,
lie by omission? That's your defense?
are looking at betraying
It
a
wasn't
member
intentional.
of your team.
And I said that really
And you did not inform the rest of the team.
I didn't know.
And the member of the team that you have been directed to assault is somebody who is fucking the universe.
why I'm explaining it.
There is no lie of omission here. There is such a thing as too big of a lie to omit. You lied, you're on my shit list. Deal with it, eat your cake.
You hear Nicholas, Todd, Todd.
Such a stressed out little buddy. Such a stressed out little buddy.
When your sitting stone is left on by accident.
It's a butt dial.
There's a half second. She's been there. She's been there.
She's like, no, there's like other underlings have come. She's like, no, hang on, this is gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute.
Yeah, and normally she would whip out, but she understands the room. She's been there. There's a bit of sympathy, which you don't see with Nicholas a lot. The Raven Queen has suggested Vedic Prime, so the one that you are currently working with, if you can keep track.
Yes! I knew it was me. Oh, sorry.
The other gods are demanding his soul in perpetuity, something like that.
With pepper on top, apparently.
Perpetuity, we know what he means. Don't be a dick.
That's me messing that up. Good luck, and then it's click.
Okay,
What did you
so
say?
you on my shit list need to know, because this is too big of a thing to omit.
Okay.
So, standards here, keeping them. If you pick a fight with him, I'm on his side.
Okay, you're protected. I'm not fighting you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That buddy's more threatening than you. Let's be honest.
I completely understand.
So, whatever the fuck you're doing to break my universe that you're visiting, my universe,
She's got a point there.
figure your shit out and don't break it.
Because if you break it, I break too.
That is so far down on the priority list, you don't even fucking know!
And then she like goes down into her kitchen, and you just hear
now,
like
sorry.
hands slamming and like.
Funny stress cooking.
Y'all are getting broccoli tarts whether you like it or not!
Oh, yes!
You're the only
Broccoli tart!
Why are you the only one who's excited about this?
It's the prodigious craps he gets to lay out. Let's be clear.
It chafes all the way through. Clean me up.
That roughage is really good for it.
God, that's revolting.
All right,
So yes, you know the Becoming God.
Yeah?
I've seen it.
Okay.
It exists.
Okay.
How would you see it?
I was in the forge when I looked into when we went way back when in another universe. We went into the Ark of Cogs. Remember this?
Yes.
Well, that's one of the.
That small. Yeah,
That's
where we-
one of the parts of what I can assume to be the greater whole that is the Becoming God. You guys have all seen The Becoming God. It is a planetarian-sized Titan.
Is it a friendly Titan?
Depends on which side you're on.
True. Is it
giving
friendly to us?
It's giving me the ability to be a Titan.
Right. So it's being friendly to
And
us.
it really despises whatever you're doing. And I don't know exactly what it is that you're doing. But then again, you don't know what you're doing either.
Maybe you're going to
So,
break this construct.
I'm kind of winging
are you
it.
able to tell me what your ultimate goal is?
I think at this point we're going to stop, and I'm going to have everyone except Brian leave the table.
Oh Lord, I finally get one of these!
Whoa.
Our guests can stay, of course.
Well, only when I get to come back.
Take my notes that I
This is the
need
part
to
where
fill
the entire
in.
world freezes. And we
I
all stop
love this.
mid-conversation.
I love this, by the way. Thank you, everyone. You're awesome.
I'll send a snap when we're done.
Okay.
You do realize that the foldable phone always breaks me a bit. Because I was like, oh, okay. We're going to wait 5 more seconds. Brian. Vedic. For a person that has never vocally said what is your end goal, seeking this item, this moon-sized magical item, this construct, this thing that is theoretically the start and the end of all things, to rebuild everything from the ground up. And when I say everything, reality, through time. It is a draconic celestial construct that has been lost. With the vestige that is part map, you know where it is. You know there's some sort of time shenanigans with it because it hasn't been found yet.
Sure,
And you
I
always
did a really good job.
Yeah, you always theorize that it's not in real space because otherwise someone would have found it.
Right.
What, to me only, is, would you say, Vedek's ultimate goal?
Vedek's ultimate goal is and always has been a return to the Draconic Heavens. I want my seat back. And if that means I have to be a little kobold on a very, very big celestial cushion, that's fine.
But you're going to have to rewrite a lot of things.
But, well, it involves kicking a lot of people in the teeth.
Because they're currently
I don't have to break reality, but if a becoming god is currently standing in my way, he's currently in my way.
All right.
I'm a
Is there
little more
anything-
power hungry.
I get it. And thank you. Is there anything that Vedek would not say that is also part of this goal? Like, subconsciously, something else.
I mean, if I can get the girl, that's
Okay, there you go.
that's a bonus. But yeah, I want my seat back. It had the hat and it had the cushions with the little
and you have
the
the
little
last
cocoa dispenser, like
the mug that says "Best Boss."
exactly.
I love it. All right, so thank you for having that.
Yeah.
It is up to you whether you tell any of that to the rest of the group.
I don't think I have to.
No,
like
I don't
weirdly, I don't.
You
like,
don't. They don't deserve anything. Plus, they're not you.
They're not me, but
Yeah,
they're
they're not
very
you.
used,ful and I've spent a lot of time investing in them at this
Yeah,
point. You know,
but
I had
without-
to completely redirect the genome of turtles in order to get F 300 years ago. Like, I'm seriously. I've invested a lot. I've invested 1,000 years to get back to this moment.
And yeah. Brilliant. Is there anything else you would like to tell me before I bring them back? Anything you want to
Nah,
prep in
I'm good.
advance?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that with
Yep.
me. TWR group. All right. And we'll just say this was a little bit of an internal, this is what's truly going on. And I will tell you right away, you're close. You have a Spelljammer ship. You have, well, your Ziggurat has the parts to remake this ship.
Sure.
So that
You're
you can
a
travel.
cigarette.
Mom's a cigarette.
So you can get there after the Ziggurat. Thank you for partaking of that.
We're taking you on part of it.
And allowing me to basically kick you the fuck out. Stopping all arguments dead in their track as we perfectly timed a lovely transition.
So everyone's talking about everything.
So what was your last question that you asked?
What are you doing to the universe? What's your ultimate plan?
Plan.
Look,
Where did you get the thing? What is it for? What are you using it for? What are you doing with it?
there's this super... Okay, so... At some point, way a long time ago, I was removed from the celestial dragon heavens. And I was cursed and damned to live, well, in this. Little tail. So I'm stuck here.
Okay.
The person who orchestrated that downfall is a green dragon bitch by the name of... I will have to look it up. Green dragon bitch.
Change off the claw.
And she's still screwing with everything thousands of years later.
Gosh, she's such a bitch and she's still screwing with
So-
everything.
And bringing that up, flashback to the Death Lord that's currently in the Lantern, sent by her.
She's had 1,000 years to put roadblock after roadblock in our way.
I just realized something. You got baballied. Like in Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
You got turned into a little baby. And that was...
Alright.
Wow!
So
that's
now-
So
really
what were you before?
humiliating. He was a real dragon.
Do you know that? No, there was so much more than that. Do you know that void dragon thing that we just okay? Imagine that, but bigger and in gold.
Okay, he's full of it.
He's a gold dragon. What do you think he
I'm
is?
stress baking. I can't hurt
Alright,
you.
so-
you guys
so-
are a podcast
So she
has.
she has spent the last 1,000 years getting ready to remake the world in her own image, to conquer it for all intents and purposes.
Which world?
Conquer this one, lots of them. This one, the dragon celestial heavens. You name it. She's bad news.
So she's the new target.
Yeah, her whole Tarask thing. Subplot.
So the planet-ending calamity that we were trying to prevent is just a garnish for the main dish.
Very much so. Yeah, I couldn't have put that better myself. So,
I have to say this.
So what I have done-
good actually.
What
I even understand that.
what I have been
Nice little
doing
zest of fuck you.
for the last 1,000 years,
Zest of
give or
Tarask.
take, little Tarask flake, for the last 1,000 years, give or take, is to put things in place so that a defense can be mounted, and it's all coming to a head. Prophecy is all centered down this point. And the fact that gods are taking notice just means I was right.
So
Then why would they want to stop you? Because mine is sent me to kill you.
That's a good question.
Specifically to stop you, but not specifically to kill you, just specifically to stop you.
Because one of the other
That's what
things
they
that I
said.
am
They said
likely
to
doing,
stop.
because one of the other things I am actively doing is collecting extraordinarily powerful items and people. I want you to think about this. I put a friend into godhood not so long ago.
I'm not.
Can you call in a friend to potentially help?
No, she sent me this.
Well, we're
Right,
putting a hole in the sign that says busy.
Oh, no, because this is how his fucking
So-
time magic shit works. I'm just coming up with the fresh tray as he gestures. And
Sent me.
Would you like a brush?
Yes, I want to fucking.
That's a pretty formidable assistance.
This is good assistance, but I'm also I also brought like I'm gesturing with the croissant. Like I also
You take 2 points of fire damage.
He's resisting.
Why?
It's freshly baked.
I would never do. Are you questioning my hospitality?
Oh, never mind.
Sir!
Retract that. The world says sorry.
I also
I have a feet in this
Bunny will
shit!
intimidate on
That's
the
true.
I also arranged for a chosen of the world turtle to be in place and to be present for the end of time and the world, this final battle. I made it possible for Hart Kern to come into existence and for you to be here. I've been working on this for a really, really, really long
Thousands of years, I
time.
get it, because you
Okay.
saw the same exalted claw thousands of years of bullshit, got it.
Right, and then you deviated the Drake book stuff, and I get
Yeah, I'm
all,
gonna be honest, even I'm not real clear on what the hell that was.
I get all the big power plays, but the thing that you've never explained to me, the thing that continues to haunt our every waking move,
Him?
where did you get your goddamn falafel recipe?
The item in question?
Dill. You have to get really super fresh dill. You have to pick it just before it's ready.
Vedek, I would like you to roll a charisma check.
Jeez, load my +1.
You can decide whether it's persuasion or deception based off what you said.
You know what? So far I haven't lied. That's a 14.
It's
Persuasion?
up to you if you want to make an insight check.
Make
Based
it-
off the... Well,
Can I check just about the dill?
I just,
Sure,
want,
yeah.
Okay.
I just want to know if there's more information he's not letting on.
And I would like to know
Yes, there absolutely
what
is.
your
Like, I will
insight
tell you
is.
that now.
So
My
you
roll
insight
is
on
so
the
shitty.
dill.
Yeah.
So is the dill
I'm
thing
rolling a
true?
disadvantage anyways.
Is the dill thing true?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I rolled a 3. I believe him regardless.
Super fresh dill. Like, the freshness of your ingredients really matters with the tzatziki sauce.
It's true.
Okay.
I rolled a 3. I believe you anyway.
What's your insight and what did you roll?
It was 10 straight up. So,
What he said is what he said. David?
quite literally, specifically, because you have a
7.
bunny defense system, I'm not going to be trying to kill you on account of
Because I'll murder you.
gathering intel.
Oh, that's a good way to do it.
I told him that he nearly ripped my chest out.
But nearly. Nearly.
Why do you think I'm still steaming?
Okay, okay.
So I'm coming out.
Todd's trying to cook bread on you.
Alright, the oil's heating up. So, with your god, you can bring up there's other gods at play. Because literally, I've got one we can call if you need to, like, put the phone up to the speaker. Like, we can do that.
So what you're saying is I need more power.
Put the stone next to
That's what I'm saying this whole time.
I'm just saying that you can say there are other forces
Hang
at
on.
play that are preventing you.
You're
such
fair.
as the Lord of Bitter Frost, who will send agents to fucking kill you, as has been evidenced
We already killed
by...
him, though. No, we haven't killed him this timeline. Right.
No. You haven't killed her. She took over.
She's
the Lord of
always
Bitter
been.
Frost is Nikwith.
Got change. 'cause
Yes.
We killed
We
him.
rewrote
Put her in his place.
Yes. Remember, that's the whole reason she sent me. She had stuff to do as
Oh,
a new
okay,
archfey.
Question.
Yeah, wow.
Question for you, considering your faith.
Well,
If I'm going to persuade a god, how do I spin it in a way that seems beneficial to them?
Well, not losing their agent due to another god's interference is a good call. But, Nikwith will kill you. I'm in the way. You have this confirmed. And you can say that truthfully.
Which means I'll need more power.
Right. The other thing that you can do...
In order to kill you, I need to be able to kill that god, which means in order I need to kill them to kill you. That one's defending, which means I need to kill you to kill him, so
I
I
don't
need to
want
kill
to
you.
see you try to
Gotcha.
kill me.
Exactly, I need more power.
yeah. And
Why do you think, as soon as you said you were defending him, I'm not touching it?
Exactly.
I'm
So-
more scared of you than I am of him.
That's point
reasonable.
one. That's point one.
Reminder, 7-foot-tall warforged.
1
What
foot
the heck,
bunny.
buddy?
Foot and head bunny.
I am terrified of that bunny.
Yeah.
Even in my current form. Even in my Titan form, I'm still terrified of that bunny.
Well, you're not smart enough to be scared of the bunny, but you would be if you were smart enough.
I would try to kill it, but it wouldn't work.
Yep. Anyway, the other thing that you can say with regard to convincing a god that you not listening is in their best interest is that you have implications to causality that dictate you need to wait. Because they are concerned with preserving the timeline, you can say waiting and striking at a more opportune moment will work better in preservation of the timeline based on the information that you've gotten from dude who is fucking up the timeline.
I tried that. I tried saying something like that.
Did you say it well?
Probably not.
Okay, do you need notes?
I would
Okay.
appreciate the notes.
Notes.
There's a reason I had Nicholas and you say everything in the fair. I'm not good with the words.
Right. Here's notes. Causality of, etc., etc. And
Causality of. What does causality mean?
things happen because other things happen.
I'll just say the word.
Yeah. It's a good call. Okay.
So,
And if you need to, I'm not obviously going into your smoking heap of a body, but if there's a way for them to talk to me, like you can be like, alternative god agent needs to communicate with you because they have intel that I can't explain. Right. I can do the talking, and I'm not fucking scared of your god.
I mean, I'm going to die anyways, realistically.
Yeah.
If I screw up, I die, and I get remade to a robot? Robot.
I'm just... The offer's there. If you can make it where they're willing to speak to an agent of another god who is invested in the outcome of this,
I feel like I'll get melted down and turned into a cog.
the offer's
very
there,
pretty cog.
take it or leave it. The oil's hot now. I need to go make the falafel. Thank you.
the dill is getting dry.
This was a very productive argument. I'm glad we had this talk.
Vedic. So what you're saying here is that I was thinking, we needed to just go and figure out how we're going to kill this big Tarask thing that is a devil plant infused illithid Tarask.
Wrong timeline.
Well, we don't know that it's going to have to.
We don't know what's going on with that.
It's like 6 years away.
That's coming, so we figured we have 6 years to prepare for this, but fixing that doesn't fix the big problem.
Does not
because
fix the big problem.
we could fix that and make it
Just
all
make the
great
large print
and then be toiling our fields happily in the countryside, and suddenly
That's
we're all
true.
gone.
Like
Is that what you're saying?
It's so much worse than that.
What?
You'd never know. It's not that you'd be gone, it's that you had always served the Dragon Queen. And I don't mean the big titty goth girl that we left behind.
Oh, and let me just reiterate: the voice that you spoke to
If you
was
master time,
not
you can go back to the beginning.
the fragment.
Oh, really?
It was her.
Oh, that's different entirely.
Yes.
So that means all this other stuff is off the table. We need to go kill that bitch. But I don't think it's possible. We're having to kill
We'll be there in a few hours.
We're having to kill a universe-creating machine, is what you're telling me. There's no way. I'm sorry. I'm.
No. Mine is a universe-sized machine.
No.
Planet.
No, its fist was the size of a planet. I remember seeing it. Clearly.
I think the universe is a lot bigger than a bunch of planets.
We were all inside the Ark of Cogs. That was within it. You saw how massive that was.
So we're going to the ziggurat of yours to collect what, Vedic?
Artifacts and items of power that might help us.
Well, that's
For all of us?
so helpful.
This is the map.
All right. So help us what? Take down your
Gods.
The bitch queen
To be able
goddess
to fight gods.
When you need to,
of dragon bitches.
to fight gods, we
necessary.
need godly power. Something beyond our comprehension, apparently.
Yeah. Yes. Apparently, this is like when I escaped my prison only several years ago. My goodness, I had no idea that I'd be out in the middle of
Seeing
Space?
a sealess
Astral
star
space?
field.
You're seeing a gray palette, endless in all directions, with almost rainbow-like colors, cloud mixtures, almost like gaseous structures that you're flying through, with these various semi-transparent orbs that are containing a star, multiple planets, and a singular life-giving planet, signifying that there's life here. But there's more than one, as you're seeing dozens of them pass by.
So where we come from is like one of those?
I think so.
Yeah.
And when you look off the other direction, towards the edge, away from the cluster of these orbs, you're seeing a wall that spans in all directions, up and over, as if all this is in another sphere itself.
And I bet all these are just like the Ark of Cogs is, that all these little balls that are inside a bigger ball is actually a smaller ball inside of a bigger ball, a bunch of balls. My goodness, how do you keep all that inside your head?
Welcome to what gods deal with, I guess.
How do we kill? I mean, what you're saying is that we're not only going to serve this queen of yours, we're going to, the worlds as we know it will not exist.
No, they will. They will have always existed the way they wanted it to. When you control time, you can rewrite it from the start.
Right. So many of these would-be gods, demigods, godling things. They want this.
Can I have you pull out your cask?
Oh.
And I pull out my mug of healing. Where the drunk.
I had this at the beginning of the game. Classic Gordon cake.
This calls for a drink or 8, and I'm still bruised to hell from the last fight we did.
Oh yeah, we've got some time.
It's been a rough 48 hours. Let's be fair.
Let's sit down and take a break.
I come up with like a steaming tray of like the falafels compared to me are this big, but they're like appropriate, just normal size falafels.
I'm going to take my long rest before I bother trying to confirm with my god.
Those are they the falafel balls? What are they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's falafel, big thing at tzatziki.
If I had falafel balls, they would look like that.
Try it.
We're damn good.
Right? It's so good. That was the answer.
Yeah, no, I've seen Brad Pitt. So it's dunk, 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 and then
I mean,
and somehow out of the chaos of your group, you kind of come together once again.
I suppose that's why we all work so well together.
We all feel so small right now.
Eating these falafels
What are you
made
eating
by
right now?
eating these falafels on a ship that's been beaten to hell on the patent pending name of the ship.
Patent pending.
Whatever you're going to call it.
It's got to be the ship.
the name of the ship is the patent pending.
Okay, it is officially named.
The patent pending.
I think this time, as you're flying out into into the astral sea, that's when the name comes over the the movie quotes and stuff like that. Pending.
And this is where we reach the second arc of the. We're now the patent pending.
Yeah.
The crew of the patent pending.
You start to see the lunacy of the universe as it is. It's in this
Not the Silver Menagerie.
world between worlds, the Silver Menagerie entering interplanar entities, as you are. You included, and always have been, from the day you start. You might be separate from them, but in actuality, you're not that far in terms of difference. It's just not time-based.
Common goal.
You see the astral sea as you see floating chunks that contain cities. And of course, when I say you see this, it's literally, you're seeing a city-sized asteroid that has a bunch of stuff on it, but you're past it within a few seconds because you're going so fast. You see almost swarm-like entities that you would call fish, but they are transparent. And when I say fish, they're the size of your vessel. And they're almost like whale-sized bodies that are just floating and just...
Squales.
Yeah, sea whales, essentially. They're just...
I think you mean space whales.
Space whales, sorry. Space whales.
Astral whales.
Astral whales.
They're A-whales.
As you see portals open as they go into the void in between stars and realities, as new life has just been seen by you 2/3. This is old news.
Been around for generations.
And then you see a corpse. A gargantuan corpse. And those that do not know and never seen this before, but those that have, a corpse of a dead god. A god that you do not remember the name of. But you do not just see one, you see 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. All in a cluster. Chunks of their body breaking apart, skulls exposed in bodies in strange yet familiar alien ways. But that's already gone. You still have several hours before you arrive to the ziggurat that has been purposely placed in the middle of nowhere.
So in 19 hours we can get 2 long rests in. I'm concerned about your levels of exhaustion.
You can, how many, every long rest you get 1 level of exhaustion up?
Yeah.
And you guys have been chugging along. Normally I would say no, but in this stage, just taking a full 16 hours of relaxed time, yeah. After dealing with Quinzar, dealing with 2 armies and everything.
We've been go
Coming
for
to
like
the
weeks
realization
now.
of how small we are and how big of a challenge we have in front of us.
I need to process this.
It's time to drink and chat and relax.
Okay, but we do
For
confirm
once-
level up? Or confirm
Yes.
long rest and therefore...
Yes,
Okay.
as you are beginning to say,
Hang on. I want to make sure
from
everyone's aware.
14 to 16. Because you're playing on a 14 level character all the way through 15.
We finally have 16 hours. 16 hours to ourselves where something isn't immediately about to try and kill
Shut
us.
up! Shove a muffin in his.
You know, I think that might be a thing that I established, like, in emergency cases of running mouth, use this, and there's just a muffin. It's
Doesn't matter which-
expected where it's gonna go, but there's lots of options.
When opportunity arises, apply muffin.
It doesn't matter which drawer you open, it's always there. Anyway, so unless you guys got anything else before truly entering a long rest, I think this is the perfect time
We
to
can wait till after the
end
ziggurat to talk with that. Oh my god.
It's awesome.
Till next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I cannot help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane. For what's beyond the veil, too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand down, won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, together we roll. I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll. The gods look down on us, we're just a game to them. Eldritch monstrosities at their unholy whim. But we will stand up, we'll shout a battle cry. The future beckons us and we'll stand unified.